Grab your tinfoil hats because it's conspiracy time.
Hey guys, you may have noticed I'm taking a little break from podcasting, but I thought I'd do something else in the meantime to keep you guys entertained. I found an amazing website called ExitMundi. Not Monday, no, not ExitMundi, ExitMundi. This website is dedicated to ways that the world could in fact end. Like an SCP wiki if you will, but for the ways that the world will end. A collection of end of world scenarios. If this video does quite well, I thought that I might post the rest of the Doomsday scenarios as well. So let's have a look at the first Doomsday scenario. The scenarios are dated differently, so you've got scenarios that could happen anytime now, scenarios that could happen in the near future, scenarios that could happen in the distant future, and then scenarios related to religion. I don't know why they're separate, but hey, I didn't make the website. The first one is called Crumble, and not in a good way. I don't think there's any apples involved. And this is apparently AD 3 trillion years. So I'm not too worried about this happening. There's like a title and subtitle and lots of paragraphs describing it, and I thought I'd let you guys know all about it because I found this one really interesting, and yeah, let me know if you want more. Crumble, the day everything fell apart. It is a problem so strange only a handful of physicists know about it. Well, that is until one day the problem, in quotes, becomes real. It will be some bizarre event, for on that day, everything in the universe will fall apart. That is a subtitle, and that is damn scary if you ask me. Just imagine shit falling apart, yeah. Just picture it. You're standing in the subway during rush hour. Then suddenly, you hear a funny sound. It is the guy standing next to you. He looks ill. And then, the incredible happens. Right before your eyes, the poor fellow crumbles. Much like a piece of porcelain breaking up. He literally cracks up into 1,000 pieces. And then, he's gone. Just that, gone. You find yourself standing at a foul-reeking muddle of liquid on the floor. You are, of course, stunned. Duh, I would be pretty stunned if people started turning into human gravy. See that lady over there? Oh no, she's crumbling too? And look, the old man over there, he's also vanishing. One by one, people on the subway just go liquid. Suddenly, you are alone. Where commuters used to be, only little pools of liquid remain. You grasp for breath, but then suddenly you feel a little weird. It is a kind of pain that isn't really pain, a kind of sickness that isn't really sickness. What? You utter, but then you utter nothing more. Your body makes a wettish I thought I made the sound effect. Your body makes a wettish splash as it hits the floor. What has happened to you? Yes, I'd like to know myself actually. Is a weird little known phenomenon. A true freak of physics. You've been hit by a smooth criminal. No, sorry. You've been hit by the changing of the fundamental constants. And the bad news is this. More and more scientists believe this disaster is in fact real and inevitable. Yes, you read that right. Inevitable. Like it or not, the universe seems to be heading towards some big crumbling. So yeah, that sounds pretty damn scary so far, doesn't it? But wait, there's more. And people going liquid on the subway is only one thing. If you looked up, you would perhaps witness the sun exploding. Oh, and the stars would explode too. Planets might swell like balloons. Trees, animals and plants would crumble and liquefy, just like you. All kinds of rocks will come apart and vaporize. It is in fact hard to predict what exactly will happen and in what order when the fundamental constants reach their critical values. And there's an awesome little wobbly picture of the Earth, which is kind of unsettling after reading that. There. We've said it. Critical values, fundamental constants, understanding what went wrong isn't just a piece of cake. First, you should know that the universe and everything in it is based on certain fixed numbers. The speed of light is one of them. No matter where you look at it, the speed of light is always the same. It is a constant, a given. The speed of light is just the way it is. No more, no less. Yep, that's totally understandable. And there are many more constants underpinning nature. All in all, there are over 25 of these physical holy numbers. I've never heard that description. There's the mass of a proton, the strength of an electromagnetic force, the strength of gravity, the strong nuclear force, the Planck constant, Avogadro's number, and so on and so on. There is a very peculiar thing about the constants. They make us possible. All of the constants have exactly the right values to make the universe possible. Had one of them been even a smidgen bigger or smaller, molecules wouldn't be stable, stars wouldn't be there, and you wouldn't be here reading this, or listening to this in my case. So we should consider ourselves very lucky. The constants are exactly the way they are. But, there's always a but, isn't there? But, the thing is, we're running out of luck. In 2001, physicists studying distant galaxies discovered something totally weird and unexpected. One of the constants, the so-called fine structure constant, seems to be changing very, very slowly. It is getting bigger. This ignited a debate that rages until this day. Yeah, that's some death metal lyrics right there. This ignited a debate that rages until this day. Other scientists simply can't believe it. Constants should be, well, constant. But in the meantime, there's more and more evidence that they are not. There are clues that the mass of a proton is on the move too, and the speed of light and the Planck constant, all gooey. Now, take a long deep breath and think about this for a while. Very slowly, the very foundations of our universe are getting unstable. Yep, you get the picture. That's bad news. It means the universe is heading for destruction. It will likely take billions of years, but in the long run, the constants will change our universe completely. Atoms will no longer be possible, stars will no longer be stable, matter itself will no longer be able to exist. There you have it. The day everything falls apart. It is estimated that if the fine structure constant were only 1 to 3% bigger than it is today, carbon would become unstable and cease to exist. That is where people will fall apart. Everything that lives is made of carbon. No carbon, and all that we're left with is, well, the wet stuff. And that's just one thing. If the force of gravity were to dim just a few percent, stars would go out. If it got a tad bigger, stars would overheat and explode. If the strong nuclear force grows slightly, the sun would burn up in less than a second. If it goes down, the stuff known as deuterium H3 falls apart and the sun goes out. Hey, we could go on like this forever. So, should we brace ourselves? Well, not yet. No matter how certain the big crumble is, it will still take an estimated 3,000 billion years before we'd begin to even notice it. That's 3 trillion years from now. What you call the distant future. By that time, at least you don't go about on the subways anymore. In fact, humanity probably won't be there at all anymore. We will have evolved into something else, or find ourselves killed by meteors, the exploding sun, robots, or supervolcanoes. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I really find this website very interesting and a little creepy at the same time. It's kinda got an SCP wiki vibe, but obviously this is a bit more legitimate, kinda. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know if you want more from this website, because there's so much more stuff and it is all creepy and interesting at the same time. So what do you guys think of the probability of this actually happening? Let me know in the comments. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.